The Russia-Ukraine war, ongoing since 2021, has escalated dramatically, leaving the world to ponder its potential conclusions. Experts outline several scenarios for how this complex geopolitical conflict might eventually end, each with profound implications for global security. One possibility is a frozen conflict, where fighting ceases but no political settlement is reached, leaving territorial disputes unresolved. Another scenario involves a negotiated stalemate, leading to a ceasefire and a peace deal, though key issues like territorial recognition will remain contentious that a Russian victory could see Moscow achieving its objectives, potentially destabilizing the region further, and reshaping the geopolitical landscape. Conversely, a Ukrainian breakthrough could involve regaining significant territory, heavily relying on sustained Western military and financial support. Finally, wildcard scenarios, such as a sudden regime change in Russia, could drastically alter the conflict trajectory in unforeseen ways. The war's conclusion hinges on military developments, international support, and diplomatic efforts, with its impact resonating globally for years to come. Putin smirks, claiming his one-people narrative. Zelensky sells it as survival, but polls show 81% of Ukrainians want full liberation. Riots could erupt. Experts say this drags if Putin rejects trilateral summits. If battlefield momentum favors Moscow. Pro, quick end to bombs. Con, Europe fears a Carthaginian peace, like Versailles, breeding WW3 seeds. Yikes. Russian grind to victory. Probability, low-medium, 20%. Putin's dream, overrun Donbass, choke Pokrovsk fully, force Kiev's collapse. With 40% of Russia's budget on war, $142 billion, they flood the front with conscripts. Ukraine buckles if aid dries. Think new fronts in Kharkiv, millions fleeing west. Size warns of prolonged low-intensity bleeding into this. But at what cost? Russia's lost 1.1 million troops since 22. If Trump cuts aid and Putin ignores economic red flags. Nightmare for the world. Emboldened autocrats from Tehran to Beijing. Ukrainian breakthrough, probability. The underdog tale. Drones cripple Russian oil. Sanctions spark recession, forcing Putin to fold. Ukraine retakes Kursk, hits Moscow's factories. Remember that 3,000 kilometers drone reveal? With F-16s and Tomahawks. They push east. Newsweek calls 2025 decisive for this. Exhaustion flips to Russian retreat. Zelensky gets NATO path. Reparations flow. When? In 2025, if Europe ramps defense spending. Epic, but risky. Nuclear threats loom if Putin panics. The wild card, regime change or black swan. Probability, 10%. Putin falls, coup, health scare, or sanctions implode the elite. New Kremlin sues for peace. Ukraine liberates all but Crimea under transitional regime. Or China pulls the plug, fearing global fallout. When? Anytime 2025 to 26, per futurables. Low odds, high stakes, could rewrite Europe. Montage of peace protests, rebuilding Ukraine. So what's the end game? Most bets on frozen or negotiated by late 2025. But Ukraine's grit could surprise us. What do you think? Ceasefire or counteroffensive? Comment below, like if this opened your eyes, and subscribe my channel for every kind of updates on Dimensions Clash. Stay informed, stay hopeful. Peace out, Slava Ukraini.